Twitter is reportedly laying off about half of its 7,500 employees today, just a week after Elon Musk officially took control.
Multiple news outlets reported a company-wide email said Twitter staff would learn their fate via email at the start of the business day California time. Some have already taken to the social media platform to announce they have been let go. A number of employees filed a class action lawsuit on Thursday, claiming Twitter did not provide workers with a 60-day advance notice required by federal and California law. Let's bring in Axios business reporter Hope King for more on this. Hello, Hope. So what is behind Elon Musk's decision to lay off such a significant number of employees?
Hi, Elaine and Meg. Thanks for having me on. Well, I think the bottom line for Elon Musk at the moment is that he has taken on so much debt to get this company in his hands, that he really needs to cut costs. And one of the big ways to cut costs, unfortunately, is to cut the people in the company. Now, sources have been telling me close to the company that he feels these employees are expendable. Other sources close to Musk and his circle have also felt that tech companies, including Twitter, have been quite bloated over the years. And unfortunately, in this environment, you're seeing layoffs happen across tech. And so it's a mess right now inside of Twitter. And you have to really feel for these employees who are finding out just about now via email if they are going to be employed at Twitter.
Absolutely. And Hope, as we know, employees have already fired back. They have filed a lawsuit against Twitter. What more can you tell us about it? And are you expecting to see more lawsuits?
I think the fact that this lawsuit has already been filed and we know that the layoffs are only just beginning, we might, yes, expect to see more. What these employees are saying, they're saying they did not get enough notice about the layoffs. They were informed through the grapevine, really. I mean, a lot of them even last week finding out that their CEO, their CFO was leaving. There has been very little internal communications. And so I think that's where the spirit of this lawsuit is coming from. We know that there are unionized workers who are also speaking out against the way that Musk has dealt with this situation. And again, according to lots of sources that we've been talking about inside of Axios, our newsroom, this is a very Trumpian kind of move for Elon Musk. He is coming in. He's cleaning house, he's bringing in his own people, and he really feels like he wants to take control in his own way, and we're seeing that play out very publicly.
Hope, I also want to ask you about Elon Musk looking for ways to increase revenue. He's proposed charging Twitter users a monthly rate to keep blue verified check marks, which has been subject to criticism. So what other ideas are in the works? Do we know?
Well, as you can see, he has been publicly, again, talking about these ideas. So this is the really big one that's caught on because a lot of people with blue check marks are talking about it. He had proposed initially that it would be $20 a month, and you had Stephen King sort of talking him down, and they were, publicly bargaining on Twitter for that to come down to $8. If you look at where Twitter makes its money, it comes from advertising. And, last year they brought in about $5 billion in revenue, mostly from advertising. And as advertisers are now also publicly saying that they're putting a pause on spending because they want to see where this goes, how Musk deals with content moderation, for example. They're trying to use that money sort of more wisely, as there's been an overall slowdown in advertising spend across the industry. So I think the big picture here is we know the job market right now is still pretty robust. You guys just talked about it, but in the tech sector, there have been lots of hiring freezes. Lyft just announced they were laying off about 13% of their staff. Oracle, all these tech companies that were pretty flush with money, they're tightening their budgets. And if you're a Twitter employee right now, this is a really difficult time for you to find a new job because the rest of the sector is also on hiring freezes and layoffs.
A really difficult day for so many of those Twitter employees today. Hope King breaking it all down for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.